Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Black Creatives Unite interviews. And today we have a special guest, Princess, from Paediatric nurse to Fashion Week. Obviously, there's been a lot of intrigue in regards to how does she make that transition and everything like that. But I'm really excited to speak to Princess because, she's got a story and she is a perseverer. She's someone that is just very focused, driven, hardworking, and I really admire her. She's such a humble individual and she just wants the best for a lot of people. And, her creations are very unique, that's Princess's work. And yeah, I just love everything about her. And I just want you guys to fall in love with her as well. So I'm going to bring her on and let her introduce herself. Done. Hey, Princess.
Hey, hi, Lenique. Thank you so much for having me. Hi, everybody. I'm Princess Melodicaah. But as you can see, Lenique stuck to just Princess because the Melodicaah part is a bit hard. But you know what, Lenique? It's not just you. I'm telling you, honey, it is not just you. A lot of people don't know how to pronounce it, but it's okay. It's fine. As long as they can say Princess, I'm happy with Princess.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of people have been intrigued because they've seen the post in Black Creators Unite, and people from outside is like pediatric, you know what I mean, nurse, nurse, to London Fashion Week, that transition. And someone in the group was even saying, are you able to transfer those skills into what you're doing? But obviously, before we kind of get into that, I just want to know, like, obviously you, Princess, anyone that knows you, you're bubbly character, you're full of life, you're so positive, and I admire that a lot about you. You're always just so happy and bubbly. Do you know what I mean? You really are. And as I said, I admire you because you're a mother, of a big family, and you do so well with that as well. You're just, someone I've known for a long time. And I said, it's inevitable that you would have done something like this because you just wear so many hats. If you want to do something, you're like, listen, I'm gonna do it. And that's what I love about you. And I feel like more people need to know Princess, Princess. So because I believe that you are an extension of your creations as well and what you bring out into the world. And as I said, your pieces are very unique. They're very distinct. Like you can distinguish, Princess or someone else's. Do you know what I mean? That's what I love about what you do. So I just want to know, like, have you always been someone that's been into fashion?
Definitely. Thank you so much for those kind words. You're so sweet. And just to let you know as well, and for everybody, I've got some pieces that I would want to show, some glasses. But as well with what I do, I design clothing items for women. And I'm soon going to transition into men as well. But right now is my eyewear fashion, the sunglasses that I customize, that is kind of trending. This top here is FPM. It's something that I designed. It's from my brand. But yeah, one of my earliest memories that I can remember about my passion and my desire for fashion is like back in school days, secondary school. And I was that girl that would always make an effort with her school uniform, even if it was just flicking up my collar of this white school shirt, changing my school jacket every week, changing my hairstyle every week, dyeing my hair different colors every week. Like I was very conscious about my fashion styles and my appearance, even at school as young as year 8, which is I think 12 or 13. And I remember me and my best friend at the time, we would set our own kind of fashion trends where we would wear ties. So, the pretty ties that the men would wear. If we was going out, we would wear ties. And I think shortly after that, everybody else started following that trend. So, yeah, I think I've always loved fashion, but I didn't realize it back then. It's only now in my adulthood where I've tapped into myself more and understood myself as an existence where I feel like this is me and I'm going to run with it. I'm just going to run with it. So, yeah.
Amazing. So obviously, like you've, just like being creative and, you know, doing the whole, you know, tie, and then realizing that other people were catching on to that.
Yeah.
As I said, you're very much very fast forward when it comes to the ideas that you have, especially some of the pieces I've seen. And sometimes I feel like you're very way ahead of what's in trends.
Happening right
like
now.
it's, I wouldn't say it's something like, you know, like there's people that are way ahead in the industry when it comes to trying different things, and the industry's like, well, this is what you should be doing, but it's like, no, I'm a trendsetter, so I create. I'm an innovator, so this is the things I'm developing. You might not get it, but it's not for you. It's like, it's a niche, you know. It's those that know Princess and are into it will like what you do. Do you know what I mean?
Thank
you.
So
no, it's okay. I was gonna say, like, you know, you were talking about that experience when you were in year 8.
Yeah.
Were you someone that was like, you know, had a sewing machine when you were younger? Like, was it something like anything like that?
Not even, hun, but one thing I need to say, mom is a designer. My mom is a designer, and she had her own business as well, where she would sew, but she more focused on the African trend and the African styles. And I saw mom at work, you know, running her business, making clothes for other people. So I think that kind of rubbed off me. Unconsciously at the time, it just rubbed off me, because sometimes after school, secondary school, I would go to the shop and help her and see her running her business, sewing at the same time. And also my late auntie, mom's little sister, bless her, she's passed on now, but she was a designer as well. And I had a fantastic relationship with her. She kind of raised me for like the first 6 years of my life. So I think having these amazing women in my life who are designers and dressmakers, it's probably just rubbed off me. And I'm just ready to share my creativity with the world. And as you said, my pieces, and I'm going to show some of them, but I want to show one right now, which is exclusive. No one's seen this one. I literally just finished this one yesterday. But my pieces are, like you said, a reflection of me, because I'm bold, I'm fearless. Like, I don't follow people's trends. I do my own thing. And for me, as a child of the Most High, you have to be bold. You have to be fearless. And that's what I reflect through my work as a designer. But let me show you this piece, Lenique. Let me show you and the viewers. Literally, no one's seen this. I just finished this yesterday. So this is the latest FPM eyewear fashion. Let me just try and get a close up.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. They'll be able to see it. Put it on. Let me see.
Yeah, put it on. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
This is it. And I would, anybody that knows me, I wear my own work. Whatever I make, you would see me on road or at a dance or at an event, you know. So I don't just make things. Yeah. So
everything you wear is yours.
Yes, with the eyewear fashion, anything I make, I wear it, with the clothing as well, because I feel like if you can't wear your own creation, how do you expect other people to navigate to it and embrace it? You have to be able to not only create, but embrace it, wear it out. And yeah, that's important for me. So if I can't wear it, I'm not going to release it to the public.
Yeah. Love that.
Yeah.
No, that's amazing. So it's important to always kind of like, you know, promote yourself in every capacity. Definitely. You know, as I said, like your pieces are an extension of Princess. So down to the glasses, down to the wear, you know, I can envision you making shoes soon. I see that in the horizon. I really do. I really do. Very like I definitely see that, like very distinctive, like definitely. I call that. So you heard it here first. So when people see it, they know where they heard it. It's just like, yes, it was me.
That's it. I receive it. And I'm going to take that on board, because obviously the business is still in the early days, but I have so many ideas, and it's just a matter of time for me to execute all the other fashion items I want to, you know, bring into the brand. So look out. Yes.
Yes, amazing. So like, okay, so you just saying it's recent. Like, but you've been doing this for quite a while, I would say. But how did the nursing and how did that all come to play? And was it because that was, how can I say, the easiest option, like that's safe, than actually pursuing like a career in the fashion world, which is a bit more risky? And you know, that was safe. That was a safe option. Would you say that was why, or was there a passion?
I think there's many factors why I chose a professional journey. At the time, I felt like I needed to put myself in a financial position where there was a reliable income. And I was always interested in the medical field, whether it was to be a midwife or a nurse. So I found myself in a place in life where I had my 3 children at the time, and I was just ready to go back into education and become a nurse. And thank God I qualified. It took me 5 years, even though it was a 3-year course, because of other circumstances. It took me 5 years, but the good Lord being so good, I finished and I qualified and I got my registration in paediatric nursing. And I think I qualified in 2014, and I've been practicing ever since then. And as I said, it was me wanting something reliable. So every month I'm getting paid, I can fend for myself and my children. Hence why I took that path. But I realized those environments, as much as I love nursing, and for me, nursing is a lifestyle. You don't have to go to nursing school and be qualified to be a nurse, because the whole concept of nursing is to help people and take care of people that can't take care of themselves. We do that every day. We take care of our friends, we take care of our family, our neighbors. So we don't realize it, but we nurse every day. And I came to the point in my life where I found those environments where I couldn't be myself. You know, I could not be Princess, the personality that I am, because you're confined to policies and rules and you have to behave like this. I just could not conform to that life. As much as I love taking care of my patients and the families, I couldn't grow and develop in those environments. And I said, no, I don't feel fulfilled. Something's not right. You know, you get one chance at life, you live it once, you're not going to come back. You know, being a child of the Most High, there must be more to me, man. There must be more to my life than just this environment that I'm in. So then I kind of tapped into myself, spent a lot of time with myself, meditated and prayed and asked God to guide me. You know, what is my purpose? Why am I here? What do you need me to be doing? And I kind of realized, fashion. You love fashion. You're good at art, because thank God in school I got A star in GCSE, and that's the only. Did you? Yes, Lenique.
We're really high. That's the only A star I got, boy. That's the only A star.
Only A star. I'm telling you, that's the only subject I got A star in it. So I'm like, I'm telling you, God is so good, and that happens for a reason, because look at your journey now where you've applied your creativeness with your jewelry business. So I kind of really had to take time out from life and just get back in myself and understand myself. I put the two together, creativeness, fashion and style. Let me just design. And my lifestyle is, I like to be out. I love partying responsibly. I love dancing. I just love to dress up. As you can see, people that know me, I love to style up, change my hair color all the time. So I was like, no, man. And most of the time, the fashion items that I like to wear, I don't see it, Lenique. I don't see it in any shop, any online stores, even my glasses. I did not see the stuff I wanted. So I was like, I can do this, man. I can do this. Let me design my own stuff and put a team together. I'll put it out there. I don't sew yet. I have not learned how to sew yet. It's on my to-do list. So God being so good, I got my own team who I allocate tasks to. They do all the sewing for me. Yeah. So I design, I give it to my team, they make it, and hence the FPM brand is rising. And I have to give all the glory to the Most High God, because without him, Lenique, This
Yeah, I
journey
know.
is not, trust me, and I'm not even afraid to say that. Let me recognize my God right now, because I'm here doing this because of him. It's him,
Yeah,
you know.
amen.
I have no
Amen.
education in fashion, Lenique, and I don't feel a way to say that. It's just a passion and faith that I'm running with. And the scriptures clearly say, faith as small as a mustard seed can do what?
Wonder.
Faith as
Move
small.
mountains.
Yes.
Move mountains. Sorry, I
If
was
faith,
just thinking. Yeah.
it's all right.
Sorry.
If it's all right, honey. If faith this small, not like this small,
Mm.
can move mountains, come on now, I got nothing to lose. So yeah, so that's just the journey I'm on, and I've only just began. FPM is only 2 years old. It's only 2 years old, but already, as you know, I've showcased at London Fashion Week last year.
Amazing.
God,
How was that?
it was wicked, yo! Oh my days, that was amazing. It was amazing because I was there with people that have finished fashion school, graduated, been to uni, and they're coming to me like, "Oh my God, I love your work. Where did you graduate?" I'm like, what? I'm like, what? I'm like, what? I haven't been to fashion school, but I like the fact that I could hold my own in that environment with all of these experienced people, and you know, those that have studied the craft, and it was amazing, and it opened many more doors for me. Because as you know, FPM is going to be showcasing at Milan Fashion Week in September.
No, that's so amazing. I'm like so proud of you, because even like as you're speaking now, I definitely know this is going to resonate with a lot of people that feel, and you should never feel ashamed of you know, you saying that you never sewed. You've got the ideas. That's it. It doesn't matter. That's like a lot of people. They have an idea. They go to manufacturers. What's the difference? They've got the design. So at the end of the day, a lot of people will see this and say that I might not have the technical skills, but I've got the idea. I need to push forward.
That's it.
You know, and do it because this is my calling. And I love the fact that you said to yourself, okay, I'm you know, doing what I'm doing. I'm in this profession. I'm in the corporate world, 9 to 5 kind of thing. But there must be more to me, because and that's why that resonated with me, because there's a lot of people that are into 9 to 5 or in their jobs, their secure jobs, but there's more to them. They're not meant to be in that establishment. It's like they're being weighed down into that. And there's more to them. And a lot of the time people are walking in fear. They're so scared to step out because they're scared of failing. And you stepping out, you never went to university. You didn't do any courses. You just had the passion, the idea, and just said, you know what? I want to create things that are unique for me and unique for other people, and that no one else has seen. And you got a team together and you created it, and then you showcased in London Fashion Week to then go to Milan Fashion Week. If you were to look back when you first had that initial like thought process and said to yourself, okay, who is Princess? What is her calling? What is she meant to do? If you could have never envisioned this, it would have been seemed like, oh, maybe 5 years or, you know, 10 years time. But in a short space of time, you've seen what you've achieved. And I think it's important that people have to step out and step out of the norm. That's what we have to do. We have to step out. And a lot of us, especially Black people, we're innovators, we're trendsetters. We're not sheep. We've been told to be sheep and tried to be controlled to be sheep. But there's a lot of us that we're trendsetters. And that's why a lot of people tend to plagiarize and try to copy our ideas, you know, because it just comes out of us like water, you know. And a lot of people are just be like, oh, I need inspiration. Oh, you know, oh, look at that Black person, they're doing that. Let me just take that. But one thing, let me just say that God has told me when it comes to people that copy and plagiarize your ideas, your services, whatever it is you do, they can never be sustainable in that. They will never be sustainable. It will not be something where they have a legacy or generational wealth. Because it's not theirs. It's a God-given talent that we have, that they can only make money for so long. So sometimes I myself, that, you know, we're going to go into, because obviously it's naturally going into. So, and I've seen things that people have had. And I said it's all on Google. You can check Google when I was doing my stuff, and then when people just jumped on the bandwagon of what I was doing. And I remember I would be very frustrated, and I'd just be like, Lord, why? And then he just ministered to me, and he just told me, don't worry, they're not going to be sustainable, and it's not theirs. This is a gift that I've given you as a vessel to put it out to the world, but it's not even mine. It's God using me to be able to, my gift to give out to the world. So as I was just saying about people plagiarizing and stuff, let's go into that.
Definitely, let's go into that. But before we do, honey, just quickly, I just want to say as well, like how I was able to step out in faith and literally go into a journey where I felt, you know, was calling me, if I can put it that way. I would encourage other people. It's normal to be afraid, Lenique. I'm telling you, it is normal, because you're not getting that regular income. You don't know if you're going to be successful. You don't know if people are going to embrace you. It is absolutely normal. But if you believe in yourself and you want more from life and what your society wants to feed you, then you just have to step out and do what you want to do. You have nothing to lose anyway. What have I got to lose? You know, I can say you're blessed to be in a system where if you ain't earning an income, you can let them know your rent's going to get paid. Let's keep it real. Put it out there from now, innit? So you got nothing to lose at the end of the day. But plagiarism. Okay. I saw something a few days ago, and I put this on my business Instagram, where there was a dress in a shop window that looked so similar to my dress. And for me, it's like, from all the designs you can make, and it's the same fabric as well, from all the different neck shapes you can make and the length and everything, it looks so similar to one of my designs. And I think right now, my attitude about plagiarism, for me personally, because I'm starting out, I kind of see it as a positive, because I feel like, you know, you must like what I'm doing for you to copy it, you know? So I'm doing something right that people like. But at some point, if it starts to happen too much, I am going to pursue it. You're going to give me some of that money you're making off my work. You hear me? You're not going to get away with it. And like you said, you can copy me, but you're not going to do it as good as me. It's not going to happen. It's impossible. So just like what you said, you know, you can only go so far with it. And I'm not afraid for you to copy me, because there's more ideas where that particular idea came from. There's a million more designs, you know. So I see it as a positive. I wouldn't put too much energy now. Right now, as everything's fresh, I wouldn't put too much energy in it, because it's good. You're promoting me. You're promoting my work, you know. But as I said, if it carries on and it kind of becomes too much, we're going to have the right conversations. Now, I'm going to come and look for you.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
No, it's good that you said that in regards to, you know, sometimes it's not, you can notice it, but even sometimes it can, if you're not careful, it can be a distraction.
Definitely.
And, you know, it's like, yeah, that's happening. And as you said, if it's continuing, then you'll address it.
Definitely.
But at the end of the day, ideas are just flowing out of you like water. So it's something like it doesn't matter. Just continue on the path, you know, and basically get to a point where all that competition, or not even competition, you annihilate them. I don't see people as competitions. Like, I just don't. I'm just, you know, when you're the most high child, you're just wired a little bit different. You just speak different, because there's so much things that said in scripture. It's just like, you need to walk in your authority and your calling, you know, so that you just walk different, you just think differently. You don't think like the world. You know, everyone's going left and you're going right, and everyone's like, you know, you're meant to go left, and it's like, nah, I'm all right, I'm going right. You know,
trust
and
me.
that's
go on, honey. I was going to say, you'd find people that understand. You know, when you talk a certain way, you say certain things, you behave a certain way. Because, for example, when I had to leave my profession, and, you know, the people that were close to me were like, what are you doing? What are you going to do for money? What's wrong with you? I'm like, listen, you don't understand this. I'm never going to try and explain it. You won't get it, you know? So people are not going to understand what you're doing, why you're making certain decisions. But like you said, we're in a different bubble and we just run with it.
And that's the thing, they will see, you know, what people need to understand. You've got to take risk. You have to take risk. You have to. And sometimes, as you said, it is uncomfortable.
Yes.
And and like you said, you know, it's to have fear, that's normal. And you have to embrace the fear. Definitely. And you have to embrace being uncomfortable, because when you're uncomfortable, you know you're doing something different. So it's kind of like, okay, this is a little bit, I'm uncomfortable. Okay, this is like the new Princess. This is a new Lenique. You know, this is something that I guess I need to be comfortable in, you know, because when you're going into new industries and you're going to new arenas and this new spaces, it's going to be unfamiliar, and we have to get used to that. So it's just like one of those things that I would say that anyone that's watching this, and obviously you've heard what you've said, a lot of what you've been saying is about fear. Getting over that kind of fear factor. A lot of people's desires and aspirations. I speak to so many people, Princess, as well as you, and they want to, you know, they want to start their own business. They want to, you know, step out of their industry, or they want to go into industry where there's no women, you know, and like, I would love to do that, but everyone would be like, what am I doing in that industry? Like, because that's a man's industry. And it's like, why not? Like, do we want to grow up in life and say to ourselves, oh, I wish I did this. I don't want that. No. I don't want that at all.
Not at all. And it's like, you have one life. Like, just start from that point. You have one life, you know. When you're gone, Lenique, you're not coming back. Make the most of it now. Even, you don't know tomorrow. You don't know next week. What are you waiting for? If there's something burning inside of you and you can't ignore it, go, just do it. If you're a child of the Most High and you trust in your God, do it. And there was something you said, honey, about being uncomfortable. You know, for me, I love when I'm in those spaces where I don't know where where I'm going to get that money for that bill. I don't know how that's going to get paid. I love it, because that's when I see the face of my God the most. Because at them moments in life, that's when you need God more than ever. And you get closer to God, because you know, like, who else is going to come through for you? So it's all right to be uncomfortable, because you're going to see the face of God even more. And you just get closer, and your relationship with God becomes the best it can be. You know, so like I said, you got nothing to lose. You're winning. You're doing what you love. You're feeling fulfilled. You know, I barely sleep, Lenique. I barely sleep. Can I tell you why?
Why?
Because I love what I'm doing so much. I don't want to sleep. I got a lot to do. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. I don't want to sleep, because if I sleep, it means I can't do it. You know, whereas, like, it's that deep. You know, you have to find something where it's like you don't even want to put the sleep in, because you're just in love with it. Whereas when I was doing my 9 to 5, not even that, it was a 12-hour shifts. I couldn't wait to jump in my bed. Like, don't talk to me. I need to sleep in more time. I don't want to wake up for my next shift, because I'm miserable. I'm feeling like, oh my God, do I have to go in today? Life doesn't have to be like that, you know. It's just about feeling fulfilled with the days you get. And it's that deep. It's that deep.
So another thing I wanted to ask you, when you were doing your nursing, at what point did you say to yourself, were you getting signs like, okay, I know you weren't enjoying it, like a lot of people, they're in, you know, they're in their workplaces, but were there any signs, or, you know, were you pursuing it during the nursing? Like, what was that trigger to be like, all right, that's it, I'm packing up everything, it's time for me to go now?
Trust me, I think the sign for me was when I started to hate going into work, because I at that time, I had about 3 different nursing roles, and I kept changing roles, because I found I love nursing, but the whole, you know, having a manager, feeling like they can talk to you however they want to talk to you, not feeling valued, having people just disrespect you in certain ways. And that wasn't me. I wasn't raised to tolerate a lot of the behaviors you get in those environments. So I kept changing roles, kept going into different teams, and it was repetitive. And it got to the point where I just didn't want to go into work. And I always told myself, if I ever get that feeling, I'm walking out. I'm leaving the profession. And I think yeah, literally, I said, if I get like this, I don't care how much I study to get here. I don't care about the degrees. I don't care about the certificates. I'm out. My peace and my fulfillment is everything to me. So, and then with the whole COVID situation, it got a bit political because there was talk of, you know, you have to get the vaccine, and, you know, you have to be in this environment and there's not enough equipment to protect you. I was like, no, this is my time. I'm walking, I'm out. Bye. I've
Oh,
got
wow.
children to take. Yeah, all of that stuff just kind of like, it was the
So it's
sign for
during
me.
COVID.
Literally
So it's
during COVID. Not long
wow.
ago. And this is like an exclusive revelation on your platform, yeah? So it was during COVID, and I'm like, no, because you heard the stories of, there was a story of this nurse who was pregnant, and she went into the workplace and she died. Did you hear about that particular story in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
news?
yeah.
I'm thinking, no, I'm not even gonna try and be one of them. Don't even try and play me like that. So it got serious for me. I got children to raise. I didn't feel safe. And so the two moments of my life kind of like just connected, and I was like, Father, I'm ready to make this decision. And the business was doing well because I was getting recognized, you know, doing the fashion shows, because the London Fashion Week was just last year, October.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Sorry, Lenique, I got cut
Yeah,
off.
it's
Can
all
you
right.
hear me? Sorry,
Yeah, it's
honey.
fine.
Yeah, London Fashion Week was last year, September or October. So this is all quite fresh. And I just had to be real with myself and make that decision. And here I am, you know. I'm still registered. I'm still registered on the NMC register. I'm still a registered nurse. But to practice, I've kind of said goodbye to the profession, and no regrets.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. I had no idea that
Yeah,
you took that leap in COVID, because
had to.
COVID has really been a life force for a lot of people. Obviously, there's
Yeah,
been sad times for a lot of
yeah.
people,
It's been
losses and
horrible.
stuff, but it has really been a revelation for a lot of people starting so many businesses. The amount of
Yes,
businesses that have been birthed in
yes,
COVID is being mind blowing, where people say enough is enough. Like,
yeah,
I cannot do this anymore. This is not for
yes,
me. It's
yeah.
kind of a wake up, because a lot of, when COVID came, it made
Mm,
you realize, like, what am I chasing for? What am I chasing? Like,
exactly.
what is important? Like,
Yeah,
because so many people will just, you know, falling away left, right, and center, and you're thinking they never got to fulfill their dreams.
yes,
You know, they said they wanted to do this and they never did it. Like, you know, now it's my time. I just need to step out. And that's why it's just so important that we don't look back. 2021 has to be the year where
yeah,
people step out. They have to step out of their calling and be like, you know what, I don't want to have no regrets. If you fail, so what? It doesn't matter. Like, you don't have to be like, it doesn't matter um who looks at you or
yeah.
judgment. It really doesn't matter. And you know what
Mhm.
COVID has taught me? I
Yeah.
don't care what anyone thinks anymore. I'm so done
Amen.
with that.
Go,
I am
girl.
so done. If I want to reset something, if I want to
Yes,
rebrand, if I want to stop my jewelry business and go into something else, I can do what I want. No one can tell me anything, because at the end of the day,
exactly.
this is my life.
Yes,
And everyone has to know that it's their life, and they have
yes,
to be comfortable with just, they have to just step out. I just really want people to, when they watch this, they're just inspired that a seed has been planted for them to be like, you know what, if
yeah.
Princess can do it, I can do it. You
I
know,
hope
there's
so.
nothing, and it triggers them. No, I know so.
Oh, thank
Like, you
you.
know, this is the reason why this platform is the way it is, and you know, it just flows. Like, as I said, there's no kind of questions that I'm
Yes,
telling you beforehand, "Oh, this is what I'm going to ask
just
you." No,
blowing.
it keeps the flow. So
Yes,
this is why we get exclusives, like you've been telling us, like, you know, because it's just flowing. You're just expressing yourself and who you are, and this is for you. This is for Princess. This is not for
mm-hmm.
Lenique. This is for the Black Creatives Unite members to
Honey.
just showcase who they are and what they're selling. You know what I mean? And it's
Definitely.
as simple as that. And it's not so much
Definitely.
about the selling part. It's
Yeah.
more to do with, like, with you, because people
Yes.
buy from who they like and who they
Thank you.
understand, and they get a more of an understanding of oh, that's who she is. I saw
Yes.
her here and there, and there's so much more to her.
Yes.
There's so much more, and it's inspirational, and I want to support that, you know? So I think it's really important that we have these conversations and be transparent as much as possible, you know?
That's 100, you know, and talking of being transparent, that's what my brand is. What you get is Princess, and that's why I can wear it, and I'm not afraid, because I know it will gravitate to the right people. The right people will come towards it, put their money in it. And what you said about doing what you want, that's the beauty about having your own business. You can do what you want. You're not having no manager try and disrespect you and tell you when you can have break and tell you you're not working hard enough when you are working hard enough. You, all of that stuff, you know, try and break down your confidence. You know, having your own business helps you to grow in so many ways. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. How I'm talking now, I never had this confidence when I was in the workplace. Lenique is serious life, you know. I never had this confidence because I'm too loud, or why are you talking like that? It's not professional enough. This is just me though. Do you understand? So I would just highly, highly encourage anyone who's got something really burning inside of them, and it's like you don't stop thinking about it, you want to make it happen, but you're feeling away, like you're scared. Listen, you don't know until you try, and you have no idea where it's going to take you. And think about your kids. If you got a family, you want to leave something behind for them too, innit? You don't want to pass on and leave your children in the same system that don't want you to elevate and be successful. It's a system. You want to get out the system, find a different path and find a different lane, so you can have something for your kids when you pass and gone, so they're not stuck in the same system. That's one of the main things for me. So just go for it, man. Trust me.
Amazing. Yeah. You know, as I said, this is you know, there's just so many gems within that. And you know, I just saw one of the comments, but I don't know. Oops, sorry. Just one of the comments.
Yeah,
it came through, but I wasn't meant to click it. That one of the but I don't know who it is. As I said, if people, when they write their comments, if they don't say their names, I don't know who it is. But it was like I can so relate to the sleep part when you're talking about the sleep. Every time I go to bed, that's when ideas come flooding in, and I have to act on it. And that's at 3 a.m. And I can totally relate to that as well. A lot of my ideas, I could be up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you know, writing down in my book, or just ideas will come. But I still wake up full of life, because I know that God has woken me up, like kept me awake, or even sometimes woke me up to be able to download. And do you know what I mean? Does that happen to you as well?
Always, Lenique, always. You know, I don't even feel like I'm working, because I love this so much. It doesn't feel like work. I'm always on the go with it, always doing everything, and so many, it doesn't feel like work, and I don't want to stop, you know. So if you want to experience this life and what it can really offer, run with your visions, man. Just run with it. Put your faith and all your trust in the Most High God. I'm telling you. You have nothing to lose. But I was going to say as well, because I think you said one of the viewers wanted to know if I've been able to transition any skills from the nursing life into being a fashion designer and an entrepreneur. And definitely the most important skill I've been able to transfer for me is just overall how to be a professional, you know, a safe and effective professional that's providing a service. Because it's all good having an idea and you trying to put it out there to your community, but you have to be a professional with it. You know, be on time. And you know, with nursing, it's all about time. There's a time to give the medication, time to give the injection. Everything in nursing is time, not when you feel like it, but the time that it has been prescribed. So if you're telling your client you're going to be somewhere or make a phone call at a particular time, that's the time you do that. Do what you say you're going to do, you know. It's not about you, it's about the client. So with the nursing life, it was never about me and what mood I was in and how I wanted to give an injection. You know, I have to stick to the policy and stick to the rules. And just understand, with being a professional, doesn't matter how you're feeling, doesn't matter if you're not in the mood to talk to anyone. It's not about you, it's about your clients, because you're providing a service. So ultimately for me, I've been able to transition just being an overall professional that has high standards, and that's what nursing has taught me, you know. Yeah, because I've seen people doing their business, and I can say, sis, we need to talk. We need to talk. You can do this a bit better, you know. Don't say you're going to call me to book an appointment for me to, for example, do my hair, and you don't call me, and I'm calling you and I can't get you. What are you doing? You're not being a professional with what you're trying to do. So, and it speaks volumes as well, because if you're not showing me that you're professional, I can't take you seriously, can I? You want people to take you seriously, give them a reason to take you seriously. And that's fundamental for me. Yeah.
Amazing. So another thing I wanted to ask, like, obviously, you know, the trials and tribulations, like, you know, how do you, obviously I know that faith is going to play a big part in that, but would you say like there's been, you know, a time when you're like, I want to pack this in? Have you had times where it's just like, maybe you haven't, maybe you've been fortunate, but have you, you know, there been times where, you know, it's just like, this is too much, let me just go back?
No, honestly,
Wow.
definitely. I've never had a time I feel like I want to throw in the towel. And that's why it's important to do what you love. Like, literally, you have to do what you love and fall in love with it. You know, find that for yourself and for your life. So me, I've never had that, and I know I will never get that. But what I am having to challenge, I mean, the challenges I'm facing sometimes is not having the finances that I would like to have, you know, to inject into the business. That doesn't mean to say I'm not getting things done. It's not getting done as fast as I would like to get them done, because the investment is not there. But at the same time, I see the blessing in that, because it's a slow pace and I'm growing. I'm learning every day and I'm growing every day with this slow pace. Because then I said to myself, if I had the money I needed and I'm doing everything like within a week's time, I'm going to collapse. The business is going to crumble because I haven't developed. I haven't learned. You get me? So I'm a person, I see a blessing in every situation. Things are getting done. I just don't have the finances that I would like to have to get them done as quick as I would like. But at the same time, the pace is perfect for me, because I can grow, I can develop, the business is growing, and I can manage it perfectly. So, yeah, everything's blessed, man. I'm in a good space. I'm in a good space.
No, I love that. But you know, sometimes I feel, that the cash injection, the reason it hasn't come as yet with some of us in our journey in business sometimes is because it's like we have to think differently. This is how we're able to get new ideas, because if the money was there, it would be easy to be like, oh, okay, let me do that, let me jump on that, because that's how you do it, so let me put money towards that. But when you haven't got as much money, you have to think differently. You have to think, okay, how can I make this work? What can I do differently? What kind of techniques can I do? Maybe create something new. But if you had the money, you wouldn't think like that. So sometimes I feel like money will come, but money isn't always a helping hand, because there's new ideas that you need to bring to the forefront. But if money, you know, because then that will make you like everyone else. Do you know what I mean? Because you know what it's like. If you had 10 grand, you'll be like, okay, I'm going to put 5 grand into PR. I'm going to do this. So instead of you, if you didn't have that money, you'll be like, okay, let me see how I could create a shoot. You know, let me see how I could do this. Let me reach out to that person. And you're actually more like forthcoming than the PR company that you would have paid 5 grand to. So there's more things that you would have been doing.
Yeah, you got this. You got this. You're thinking out the box. And you're developing skills, because now my networking skills are like to a T, because I may not have the money, but I can tap into you and tap into your skills to inject your skills back in my business.
That's the thing.
So that's what I was saying about you developing in the process. And you're right. You're absolutely right that, you know, if you have all the money that you need, you might just not manage it properly as well. you won't manage it properly. So
yeah,
not having all the money I need right now is teaching me how to budget really, really well and prioritize where the money's going, because I don't have a lot of it right now. So I have to make what I have stretch, and it's working. So far it's working. So again, it's just to see the blessing in every situation. And you know what, Lenique? This might be inspiration for people who feel like, oh, I want to start this. I don't have the money I need. Start with what you have. Look around your house, go in your shed, go in your attic. What can you sell? What can you put on eBay? That's money sitting in your attic. That's money sitting in your shed. Start with what you have and tap into the skills of your friends, your family. Think out the box, and just, if you got savings, use your savings. I had to use all my savings. I had savings sitting there. I rinsed it all out, but it's fine. I'm going to make it all back anyway. So you know what I'm saying? Just start with what you have. Yeah. And love the GoFundMe stuff, man. I don't want to get into it, but...
Oh, hold on.
I can explain about that. I can explain why I said love the GoFundMe stuff.
Yeah, explain. This is go on, explain.
Because you know why? Because I don't want you to give me your money or fund my business, and then you want to come and take the glory when my business is successful. You want to come and say, well, yeah, it's because I gave her 10 grand. Yeah, I gave her 5 grand. No, the glory is not yours. It belongs to the Most High. The glory belongs to the Most High. If you're giving me your money and you want to boast about it and claim it's because of your money why my business is successful, I don't want your money, because the glory is not yours to take. So let me use the little that I have, put my faith in my God, let God do what he's doing, and then the glory can remain where it belongs. And that's why I don't want no investment. I don't want no GoFundMe. God is going to take me where he needs me to be. It's that simple. So that's just straight. It's like that. And I find it happens. Do you not find it happens?
No, definitely.
When people give you like, sorry, honey, when people put 10 grand or whatever they put in your business, and when you're successful and you're all over the place and you're international, and then they want to come with, yes, I gave her 10 grand. Her business would not have made it if it wasn't for my investment. Shut up, man. Don't come and take the glory when it don't belong to you.
Yeah.
Straight.
No, I could definitely understand what you're saying. And that really resonates with me a lot. I suppose there's a lot of times where, you know, I could have got investment, but I haven't. And God has provided, like, so many times. And that's what I said. That's why I said, you know, even in my business and the platform, Black Creators Unite, and everything, it's all glory to God, because, you know, that's where you move in faith, you know, and people in the world, they don't even understand that. Like, they don't even understand that concept. They're very black and white. And when you're wired differently, and you know, you just think differently. You're like, no, God will provide. And it'd be like, what? You know, and it's just like, but what I find interesting, I was sharing this with my mum the other day. I was like, the reason I don't tell you about the journey, I just tell you what has manifested. So if I told you the journey, you would have said I'm crazy. So I only tell her when it has manifested and being like, oh, look. But when I haven't told her the journey, that is like what has happened, and the movements that I've had to make. So that's why because the reason why I say that is because I told her something during the journey. So she was like, no, that's not going to happen. So I had to remind her. I said, a lot of the times when I would tell you about favor and breakthroughs that I've had, I've told you when it's finished, it's completed, but I haven't told you the journey to get there. And a lot of the time it's God kind of giving me the unction to do this, to do that. So you know, it's one of those things that, just like you said, I don't sugarcoat when it comes to my walk in Christ. Like, I'm not one of them people. So, you know, I have many people that come up to me sometimes. They're like, Lenique, you're still a Christian, or you're still born again? And I'm like, very much so. Yes. You know what I mean? Because it's one of those things. It's all glory to him, you know. But another thing I wanted to speak to you about is mentor. Do you have a mentor?
I would like a mentor. I don't have a mentor yet. I would love a mentor who's already done this or they're ahead of me. Definitely. I would love one. No word of a lie. That would be a big blessing. So any mentors out there in the fashion industry, Lenique, if you know anybody, make the connection, please, girlie.
No, don't worry. Princess's information is all in the description.
Yes.
So, you know, anyone that knows anyone that would look at Princess and be like, I know the perfect person for her, then please do connect her and let them know about Princess, because as you said, sometimes it's not so much about money.
Yes.
It's more so just to have, I would say, like a sounding board, someone that doesn't necessarily know you and be like, okay, this is what I think, and they can you know, from an outside perspective, goes, okay, because we're creatives, so sometimes we're just like, oh, I just want to do this, and sometimes we could not look at the business side of things, and that's where a mentor plays a big part in that. And I definitely agree. I've had many mentors. You know, I believe that sometimes it's good to have, you know, multiple mentors. However, right now I have none. I haven't had a mentor, I would say, in about since COVID.
Okay, why is that, if you don't mind me asking, honey? Is that
no? Do you know what? I had a mentor, and majority of the mentors, the most successful mentors that I've had is when they're not in my industry, because they're able to have a different outlook on how I look at things, and I felt that it's made me look at things differently, because someone that would be in a jewelry industry or fashion industry, I tend to feel that they're just one-dimensional, but someone that might be from the tech industry or corporate and has nothing to do with that side can give me a different perspective. So I think for me that's worked, but the reason why I haven't had one since COVID is because I haven't heard anything from my mentor. You know, as I said, he's a big time. So, and I'm someone that doesn't really like to bombard. Yes. You know, I just kind of like to go in there, kind of all bubbly and be like, this is what I'm doing, and then kind of, I would say our relationship wasn't more like, how can you help me? But this is what I'm doing. And what do you think? Yeah. Okay. Love no. That. All right. Cool. Let me go back. Because again, I was, I wouldn't say I was scared, but it was more so, I don't want you to get recognition for anything. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, when you were saying that, I was like, I get that. So it's kind of like, you would be like, I would kind of show you what I'm doing and kind of tell you what I'm doing when I've done it. So I would say stuff, and then once I've done it, I'll come back. Yeah. But one thing what I liked about Edwin is that what was really positive about him is when he started his business, he started it when he was like in his 40s, late 40s. And a lot of the, like, he had a picture in his office, and he goes, Lenique, you know that picture? That was in our office. We actually pretended, we took a sign and we put the sign on there and took a picture, because we had to basically, the gift of the gab. They didn't have a lot, but they saw so much of their potential. They just spoke it into existence and said, okay, this is what we have to do. And that's why I believe that, why I love speaking to him, because anything I said that I wanted to do, he's like, yeah, fine. Amen. He was like, yeah, you can do it. You can do it. Amen. Like, and that's what I loved about him, because, and he inspired me so much, because he started later on in life when people said that's it for him. And now he's got a huge business. Amen. Huge. And, you know, I'm talking about huge, and he is the most humble man you would ever meet. Like, you know, one of those people, the most wealthiest people, the ones that are in the back and not even, like that's him. Like, you would never know. And it's just, he would never suppress me. Yes. Do you know what I mean? He would never suppress me. And I did have a mentor that you know, did suppress me. He did. He did, you know, he did. I guess I always thought it was a battle with me and him. Like, you know, sorry, I'm going into.
No, it's fine. I hope you don't deal with that mentor anymore.
Oh, listen. Listen, I remember I told my dad a few things about the man, and he said, Lenique, be careful of that guy. Because sometimes we need to be mindful as well, and this is all to the Black people out there. Okay. Yes. when you're doing what you're doing, we have to be mindful who comes to us to want to help.
Yes.
Or to shadow us, or kind of, we have to be mindful of what their intentions are. Definitely. So that's one thing I'll just put. So obviously if people give them a little wink if they understand what I'm saying, but we have to be careful, like who comes close to us when we're getting there. You know, we have to use our God-given discernment.
Thank you.
You know, discernment that we have, because
100.
listen, discernment 100. Has never failed me. And when my spirit, you know, because Black people, we got that thing, when my spirit don't take to something, that is it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's something that all of us Black people, no matter where we are in the world, we all got it. If your spirit don't take to someone or something, that's discernment. God-given mantle that we have to not. And I had that before, but I was thinking, no, maybe I'm being paranoid. Nah, I was right. So this is the thing, is you know, it's important that you know, we have the right people around us, and that is another thing that is important. But go on, you were going to say something.
No, I was just saying about your mentor, the one that's been a positive one. Look at his story. How inspiring is that? And it goes to show you start with what you have and anything is possible, you know. And like you said, yes, you need to have the right people around you and know who's coming for you and who's coming against you. That is everything, Lenique. So that's important. That's everything. Not everybody that's coming, talking the talk. Yeah, man, I like what you're doing. I want to support. Is actually coming with that energy. You need to be alert, man. Have your radars on 24/7. Don't play with me, you know. Listen, I can see you from a mile away, man.
You know what? One thing I would say, and I always say to people, and people that are watching this, and people that will watch it afterwards, I'm like an elephant. I never forget. Never. I never forget, Princess. I never will forget. It's like my memory is so good. It's like I've got, I think like in pictures, like I just got a good memory. I never forget how people treat me.
Yes.
Not when you get to a certain place, then people want to be like, Nah. I watch things. So I remember who was there in the beginning.
Yes.
That's why what people need to understand when in this time now, when you're doing the, you know, you're in your transition or the grassroots, remember who was there. 100. Remember who was there. 100. So that's all I would say. But you know, like I want to see your wares because we're gonna be coming to a close, and I want to see like, some little things that you have to show us.
Yes, I got some things to show everybody. But before I get into that, I was going to say I have a collection launching this Friday. Is my second collection. It's called the Pick and Mix collection. It's launching this week Friday on the website. And this top, you can't see it fully, I'm sorry, but this top is in the collection. So look out for it on the website, or the www.fashionbyprincessmelodicaah.com. Okay. If you're not following me on Insta already, go and follow my fashion page. It's FPM_London. And let me show you some work that I've got just quickly. So I might need to take out my hair clip so I can put some of these.
No, it's okay. What I was going to say, when you do a post in Black Creators Unite, and I could put it on in the group.
Look, my hair clips got stuck, you know. Do a post like of.
Just put a post, or just just do a post, and so that people can promote it. Or I could, you know, it's fine.
Okay. So this is one just quickly because I know we're running out of time.
I know it's okay, don't rush.
All right.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so I got this one in pink. This is currently one of the favorites. So you can imagine, and you can see through this, by the way, Lenique. Yeah. So you can imagine going to a festival or going to a dance, and you got this matching your outfit. It comes in different colors.
I love that.
Just to prove that I can see, Lenique, hold up some fingers so I can say how many fingers you've got up. 3, no, 4. Classic.
You know what? The reason why you probably thought 3, is because it was because of the light. So that's why. But it's cool. I love that one. Let me see the other one.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this one now. And I had a little something I wanted to say. Actually, when you asked some of the challenges I'm having, I wanted to just put it out there right now. What I'm struggling with, I must say, is that my close people, my close friends, I love them so much, but I don't have the time for the friendship like I used to. And it's like, I feel bad, but they're struggling to just accept that it's not personal. I'm in a busy place, and just bear with me while I do what I need to be doing. So that's one of the challenges I'm having. Thank you, honey. And this one, you got to wear it bougie. This one has to be like bougie, sitting on your nose. Yeah. So you can like see a bit, you know, just like this. All right. So
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
I'll show one more. This one.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Thank you,
it's fine. Have you got the red one?
Which one?
Let me see that one. Yes. Babes, like, trust me. Let me tell you this, yeah. Remember, you guys saw Princess hair. When Princess's things is in magazines, hair, celebrities, everything, remember what she spoke on this platform.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you, honey. Let's show you this one.
Oh, I like that one.
Thank you.
I think my favorite one is the blue one. I ain't gonna lie. I love that. I can imagine like me having my hair up or something, or maybe like just in an afro, like a complete afro, big earrings and kind of with that, with an all outfit. I don't know. I'm guessing, but I do like the red ones.
The red, what this?
No, they're like the tough. No, you had some other ones. They're just they're all red.
These ones. These ones.
Yes.
This one. Just like yes. Hey.
Yes. You know what? I love those ones.
Yeah.
I really love those ones.
Thank you. This was in a video shoot actually for a UK girl band called Nostalgia. I don't know if you've heard of them, but this one was used in a video shoot. This one here just quickly was used in a video shoot for Shaybo. If anybody knows Shaybo, she's a talented yeah, she's a talented rapper from South London. So look out for her latest project. She might be wearing these from FPM. I'll show you one more, honey.
That's not bad.
Thank you,
those
honey.
are so nice.
This is a favorite right now for the festival. Everybody, you know that lockdown is lifting. It's going to be festival time, and you can get this in black lace as well. Yeah. So yeah, man, this is just my work. This is all.
I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it.
Thank you, Lenique. Yeah, there's so much more on the website. If anybody wants to see more of my work, as I said, go on the website. Or the w's.fashion by princessmelodicaah.com. I think you can see how my name is spelled there. And
it will be on the link. It will be on the in the description. But also, I want to say that you also do bespoke as well. You can work with someone to develop something if they have an idea, because you do that. A lot of your work is not something that is manufactured. It's hand done. Do you know what I mean? Hand work, like handmade. So a lot of work and it's very tedious. A lot of like, you know, it's not easy. So she's able to do anything handmade for you, bespoke for you, and that's what people like. They can get something one of a kind that no one else has got. So I really love that. I love those red glasses, because I can just imagine me just with red lips, red nails, red tits, you know. I guess a nice little outfit. I can just imagine.
Thank you, Lenny. When you're ready, girl, I'm here, man. You know,
trust me, we'll speak afterwards. But what was I going to say? Go on, darling.
I was just going to say as well about that service where, you know, if you got an event, a celebration, your birthday, and you want something made just for you, you haven't seen it anywhere else, you know, you can use fabric from me and the business, or you have your own fabric. You know, we do all of that. I design something especially for you and it gets made. Or you might have seen this top and you want to change it a bit, you know, whatever vision you have, we bring it to life. And you'd be surprised how popular this service is. So many of my clients, they have all these ideas and finally they can bring it to life. And it's beautiful. So this is one of the services that FPM is providing. So go on the website. All the contact information is there, man. And you see the reviews as well from my clients so far that have used that service to get their unique designs made just for them, and they were not disappointed.
Oh, amazing. Well, we come to an end now.
Oh, no, stop it. Don't say that. I was having so much fun, Lenique.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Everyone that comes on here, they're just saying it just flows. It gets, you know, sometimes you feel scared. But as I said, it's just like you don't know what to expect. And as I said, it's pre-planned. It's not pre-planned, it's organic, with just like two friends sitting down, conversating, talking about your life. And it's fun. It is fun. And as I said, I'm excited for your journey in 2021. I can see so much favor and blessings, especially international. Like I can see it, and I'm excited about this opportunities that is just going to happen. Like May is going to be a powerful month for you. Remember when you heard it first? The 5th month is going to be your year of, like, not even year, it's going to be the start of the year. No, it's going to be like May is definitely going to be like double portion.
Amen. Yes, Lenique. I receive it.
Definitely. Yeah, amen. Definitely. So, you know, but thank you so much. This has been fantastic. I've enjoyed it. It's been fun. It's been great reminiscing. It was so fun that we had because people that don't know it. We're both from like Wembley High. So the fact that we both got like an A star in art. That is just the only A star I got in my GCSE. It's hilarious. Hilarious. I was just like, and look, you're doing fashion and I'm in the jewelry industry. You're in the fashion industry. You know, it's just meant to be. And, you know, we're all for the Lord. You know, it's not a coincidence, you know. So all glory to God. But yeah, I will love you and leave you. And thank you so much to everyone that has joined. And yeah. See you next week.
I was going to say, Lenique, just quickly, thank you so much for having me on this platform. And I ask the good Lord to continue to bless you to do what you're doing with this platform. It does not go unnoticed. I'm hoping that people have at least been inspired to just run with your life. Do what you want to do. Don't be afraid. Take the risk. You have nothing to lose. You have one life. Live it, because you're not going to get a second one, right? And finally, I just want to say thank you to everybody that has supported my brand, FPM, including you. There's too many names to mention. I'm not going to mention them. You know who you are. All my supporters on Facebook, Instagram, in my life, my friends. I see you. I love you. My clients, I appreciate you. Those that just pre me anyway and don't support me, I still appreciate you all. It's real. It's a real. I know people come on my platforms just to pre me. It's all love. I don't feel no way. Thank you all. I value you all, and stay blessed and just stay fulfilled. Mwah.
Oh, take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, honey.
Bye.